Hey, it's Rebecca with the Santoja Way, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the Aquarius New Moon, and that's happening Saturday, January 21st, 2023. It's happening at 12:53 p.m. for the Pacific time zone, which is 2:53 p.m. Central Time and 3:53 p.m. for the Eastern time zone. This is happening in the air sign of the water bearer. So let me just explain this for a little bit because Aquarius gets confused with being a water sign, and it's not. It's actually an air sign. There's a big mental mindset aspect going on with Aquarius energy. The water bearer, how this plays into it, is the water bearer comes along and kind of collects all the emotions, right? And cycles it through the higher wisdom from source, and then pours this wisdom down on humanity, basically. It innovates our mental mindset and the way that we see things to benefit the community as a whole. So it brings refreshing wisdom to your thought patterns, and it's truly about detaching from the current emotions that you may be feeling in order to receive that higher wisdom about the situation. So you can basically free yourself from your own limiting beliefs or those stories that you keep telling that are holding you in these patterns of like outdated ways, loops, and cycles in your life. Now, under Capricorn season, which we are getting out of, by the time we reach the Aquarius new moon, we will be in Aquarius season. Um, we've been in Capricorn season though. We've been reviewing. Mercury was in retrograde, Mars was in retrograde, and really bringing up some of the old, deep stuff from the past, way back when, stuff coming up to the surface to be cleaned up. So, walking into Aquarius season, that's what we're doing. We're detaching from those emotions that are still in those stories so that we can bring in that insight and wisdom and really innovate not only our stories, but our own personal lives, our reality, our future moving forward. All right. Aquarius is associated with the 11th house of friendships, social circles, your community networks, innovation, specifically around medical and scientific industries. And so when you think about this, don't just think about like medicine or science, but also consider new age concepts like astrology, crystals, tarot, healing things with frequency healing, sound baths, things like that, right? This is Aquarius energy. It's really about being uniquely you within the crowd. And it also is the house of our long term dreams, goals, or aspirations because it's about the future. Aquarians are ahead of their time. And so they're often considered odd or out of place before their time, so they don't really fit in, or everyone kind of can look at them and say, oh, that's weird, or that doesn't make sense, that's illogical. When the truth is they're just really they're advanced. So honestly, we should be looking at the Aquarians in our lives and observing them and seeing what they're doing and starting to implement those things in our own lives as long as they're an Aquarian who's operating in higher frequency. Let me put that little caveat in there because a low vibe Aquarian is just detached. Detached and filled with mental anxiety, basically. So that's not really someone that you want to apply their principles to your life. Now, if you are Aries rising, this is your special wishing house. The 11th house in your chart is your special wishing house. So under Aquarius new moon and Aquarius season in general, it is the time for you to dream big if you're an Aries rising. And this would, of course, apply to Aries sun and moon signs as well. But If you understand that we flow around the astrological wheel, starting with the first house and being your rising sign, then Aries rising will have an 11th house Aquarius. Now, Aquarius is ruled by Saturn and Uranus. And Saturn is our planet of structure and discipline, and it's the ruler of Capricorn, which we're leaving Capricorn season, going into Aquarius season, and having our Aquarius new moon. And so it's all about structures, but Uranus comes in, and this is our planet of surprise and erratic change. It's the out of left field things that bring about innovation and revolution. Um, Uranus is the planet that's active when we have our eclipses, realigning us to our destiny paths because they work with the nodes of the moon. So it's really this erratic energy, very unique energy. And it's going to give us the opportunity to detach emotionally from the structures that we have in our lives and our stories, our support system, our limiting beliefs. It's going to give us the opportunity to detach intellectually from those emotions and really pull in the innovation that is required at this time for us to bring our vision to fulfillment. So it's really a beautiful energy because it's kind of like hanged man energy almost. It's asking you to flip everything upside down, look at it from a different perspective. But this is going to be your soul's perspective that you're looking at life from, and seeing where you need to really detach and pull away from an emotional tie to something in your past. So, whatever themes have been coming up for you under the Capricorn season, under Mercury retrograde, under Mars retrograde, all of the retrograde energy that we've been under, those themes that are coming up for you, that's what you're kind of addressing now and innovating and breathing new life into so that you can move forward and create this future that you want to create. Now, a really good question to ask yourself is, what thought patterns are holding me captive in my old ways of operating? What thought patterns, what emotional responses are holding me captive in these old ways of operating? Because it's about shifting those thought patterns, really. New moons are an opportunity to create something new in our lives with our intentions, right? This is why we put intentions out at the new moon. It's in the void, in the darkness, where we create these things and we plant these seeds and grow them into something that will come out into the world, come to being in our everyday life. Aquarius is the sign that is, they're detached. There's emotional clarity there usually, innovation, friendships, community, long-term dreams and aspirations. This is about breaking free from the old structures and limiting beliefs, because our structures and beliefs are supposed to support us, but sometimes they cage us in and require us to shift and change and create a new structure, something unique and different that has not been before. Has not been before. Aquarius energy is about letting your uniqueness shine through. It's out of the box thinking. It's before its time, breaking free from societal norms or expectations. What expectations are you boxing yourself into that don't actually apply to you? Because I'm different, I'm unique, and that's not the way I'm operating, right? So this is definitely going to help you. This energy is going to help you break free, bring in unique approaches and innovative ideas for you. And then, of course, up-leveling any technology, science, math, even medicine. Definitely, this is the perfect time for the Akashic Apprenticeship. If you want to get attuned to the Akashic Records, oh my goodness, I'll have links below. We start class on Saturday. Of course, I plan things energetically. I look at the calendar, I look at the flow of energy, and I was like, oh, this is the perfect day to attune the next round of students to the Akashic Records. It's going to be beautiful. I'm really super excited about it. So if you want to join us, it's not too late unless it's Saturday, middle of the day, then we've already started class. I suppose you could watch the replay for the first session if you really wanted to join us, but definitely get in on that. This is perfect for Aquarius season. The students are really going to get an up leveling in their mental mindset when they get attuned to the Akashic Records, right? So whenever we approach Aquarius season or like an Aquarius transit, my heart literally just kind of starts screaming the lyrics from Queen. I want to break free, right? Like it never fails. It's the rebel energy of Aquarius. It just plays over and over and over again in my heart and in my mind. Like I want to break free. I want to break free from these limiting beliefs that I have. I really want to bust through to the next level and shift things. So that's kind of like the theme song for Aquarius season in my mind. I'd love to hear if you have a better idea, a better thought, a better song. Let me know in the comments if there's something that you're like, oh, this is my Aquarius theme song. Of course, wherever you have Aquarius in your natal chart is going to tell you what area of your life is being highlighted in this moment at this time. Okay, and I'll have that in a separate post over on Phased by the Moon if you want to see what houses are going to be highlighted for your rising sign, and then, of course, your sun and moon sign as well. Aquarius season actually begins on Friday, January 20th, when the sun moves into Aquarius at 3:29 a.m. So I'm recording this late on the 19th. By the time you watch this, it might already be Aquarius season, or it will be slipping into Aquarius season overnight, right? You're going to wake up and it's going to be Aquarius season. Hopefully you will feel that energetic shift and a little bit lighter and freer. The Aquarius New Moon is happening on the 21st at the first degree of Aquarius. This is really important and significant, and we're actually going to have the next couple of new moons happening at the first degree. It's a current theme, and what this is demonstrating to us is that we really are starting not just a new chapter in our lives, but a whole new series in the book of series, a whole new book in the series. Let's say it that way. We're starting the next book of our lives. We've closed that book up, closed it up, and we're really starting to get this new book going, our new phase, our new stage of life. All right. It's also going to be the Chinese New Year, the Lunar New Year. It starts January 22nd. It comes in with Aquarius season. It's just how the energy flows. This year, it's going to be the year of the water rabbit, which is a yin receiving energy. It's expected to be a very delicious year, and I'm looking forward to the growth and the expansion and the energy. It reminds me of Empress energy. Honestly, when I think of a water rabbit, I think of the Empress card in tarot, or even a little bit of maybe the Queen of Pentacles, but with a little bit more Queen of Water energy in there as well. Maybe a good mix between those frequencies. So it just feels like a very fertile year, abundant year, and also a great year for setting the tone emotionally for things that are going to be coming in 2024. Other energies we have at play right now, Uranus, the ruler of Aquarius, is going to station direct. It's currently still in retrograde, but it is stationing direct on the 22nd, just one day after this new moon. So that means all planets are going to be going in forward motion, direct motion through April 20th. So we're going to have several months of smooth flowing energy, um, faster moving energy. It should be lighter, it should be freer, it should feel like, oh, I can start to have movement and traction. And in all honesty, the way the energy works, we're going to feel a little bit like taking some action and having free flowing energy right now. But under Pisces energy, Pisces season, when that comes in next, we're going to slow down a little bit more. We're going to clean out some more things, dream a little bit more. And then when we hit Aries season, that's when we really go into forward motion and start taking action on everything that we want to create for the year. So we're going to have some fast forward, fluid, moving energy, but we will have a little bit of a slowdown under Pisces season. But nonetheless, it should feel much lighter with everything in direct motion, not dealing with those shadow aspects of retrogrades and doing so much of the inner work, right? Which is what retrogrades are for, cleaning up those stories and really diving into our shadow, getting all those things addressed. Venus is going to be conjunct Saturn also on January 22nd. And so Venus themes and Saturn flare, this is going to bring quality over quantity, something that's built to stand the test of time. It's going to bring a commitment. Venus themes, what are those? Love, abundance, nourishment, beauty, right? Relationships potentially. It depends on where this is playing out in your chart, but those are some things that you could see show up with that energy. We have Pluto in Capricorn still. It is hanging out very closely to this new moon. So it's going to be bringing up the past to be transformed. Literally, this is just Pluto. It's transformation, right? It's all about transformation, destruction, to create the new thing, to create something that's um, going to help you be more empowered in your life, bringing in empowerment for yourself. Pluto is going to be moving into Aquarius on March 23rd. So we're wrapping up the final things of Capricorn right now. Pluto will retrograde back into Capricorn later in the season, but for right now, we're going to be coming to an end with some of these Capricorn themes and moving into Aquarius. So what's happening right now leading up to March 23rd, we're going to be addressing those last little bits of unfinished business with Pluto being in Capricorn. So this is about transforming your house of Capricorn, wherever you have that in your chart. Those themes, transforming that energy and really cleaning that up so that you can be empowered and move forward differently, move in different energy, right? When we are empowered, we hold ourselves in different energy. We don't react so much. We respond differently to life because we're operating in our sovereign. We're operating in a place that knows our power, knows our value, all of those things. And being in Capricorn, it is going to be a lot about value, even legacy, structures, things like that. Jupiter is also in Aries, forming a sextile to this new moon. And so it's expanding the potential here for growth, luck, happiness, right? Jupiter is our planet of good fortune, but ultimately what it does is magnify whatever it touches. So just make sure that you're focusing on things that you want to expand and grow at this time, not negative things, right? Being in Aries, this is going to bring that passion and that drive, that fire that we need to move into inspired action on our dreams and aspirations. So it's a really great combination of the mental energy with Aquarius, helping us get our mindset straight, and then Aries bringing in that passion and drive so that we'll want to jump into action in some way, shape, or form. Questions you can ask yourself at this new moon: what unpopular opinions do I have that I need to own and implement in my own life in order to be true to my unique flair, right? What opinions do you have about your own life, about how you want to operate, that would be really, really good for you to just take ownership of them? Stop going with the crowd. Um, Stop trying to fit in and look for approval. Instead, Aquarius is known as the black sheep. It's known as the odd man out, right? So the crowd is not going to approve the person that's on the leading edge, the person who's doing something innovative and different and new, because gosh, that's out there, it's futuristic, it's ahead of its time. However, what do you have going on in your life that it's time for you to stand in that energy and take ownership of it? Rise up into this unique aspect of you. What themes came up for you under the retrograde season for you to address so that your life lessons can now be used to benefit your social circles? That's part of why we go through these retrograde periods and we transform our stories and we heal and we grow so that we can take our personal growth moment, our personal growth opportunity, and use it to benefit our social circles by expressing, oh, here's what I've learned and here's what I've come to understand. And or if something that you created, part of your legacy work that you decide you want to do, how are you going to expand that to benefit your community, right? It's all about implementing these things for a greater benefit beyond yourself, beyond your personal legacy, beyond your personal climbing up the mountaintop, right? Into doing something for the rest of the community. All right, so the other questions you can ask yourself: what limitations, whether they're beliefs or physical structures, what limitations need to be innovated in your life? What is calling for innovation right now? What is calling for you to bring something new in, do something different, change your habits, change your ways? What part of your life is asking for that? And of course, how can you align with that then? And finally, how can you embrace your own individualism and shine your bright light? How can you accept your uniqueness, your quirkiness, your personal flair, your sense of style, and let that just shine out there for everyone else to see? I'm being unique, you get to be unique too, right? All right, guys. So in the Akashic Alignments membership this week, the group alignment, of course, is designed to help you anchor in these energies and move through Aquarius season with ease. If you're ready to join us in that space, we have 2 group alignments every month and 2 personal opportunities where you can ask a question of your Akashic records or receive an individual personal alignment. I have the link posted below. If you're ready to join that membership, you can join us. It's a really awesome space. I love working in this group. I love doing the readings every other week, the personal ones. They're so much fun and transformative. Really cool. It's like having an Akashic Records mini session for yourself every other week. So awesome. It's also the last couple of days to join us for that round 2 of the Akashic Apprenticeship. This is the 12-week course where we, oh my gosh, you don't only get attuned to the Akashic Records, but I help you get anchored in and navigate your way around this realm with ease and process everything. I have weekly alignments to really support you and get you set up. And then, of course, you have opportunities to get clarification, wisdom, and guidance each week as well. Our first class does begin this Saturday, January 21st. and I'll have the link for you to join us there. You can see all my services at thesantosaway.com, and the full show notes for this group can be found in Phased by the Moon over on Facebook. I have the link to everything below. As far as a new moon ritual would go, this is an air sign, so but it's innovation. So I would honestly, I would put on some hertz frequencies, some binaural beats, something like that, and sit down and maybe really journal. Get clear about, I don't want to feel this way anymore. This is how I feel right now in this area of my life, and I don't want to feel this way anymore. So, what is the limiting belief that I have going here that is pulling me, that's creating this feeling? If I feel stuck or I feel trapped or I'm not having forward movement, I don't want to feel that way. I don't want to feel stuck or stagnant or whatever the energy is. Diving into what beliefs am I holding that make me feel this way, and how do I want to feel? How do I want to feel? And then make those decisions. What do I have to change about how I operate? What stories do I have to tell? How do I have to believe in a new way in order to operate in that new way? All right, in order to have the innovation that I truly seek. All right, I think that's all I have for y'all today. I hope you have a wonderful, happy Aquarius new moon, and I will see you around in all the spaces.